I'm a new generation. I use the mixer.
Blender.
Blender.
Blender. Yeah.
Sorry, my English. สวัสดีค่ะ Hello, my name is Pom. I'm from Pom Thai Kitchen. Today I will show you how to make a spicy pork sausage. In Thai we call Sai Ua. I will introduce you. My husband, he's the one request this food. Joe.
Hi. Yep, that's my fault. So we had a little trip in Thailand, and when we was over visiting her family on the north side of Thailand, we tried the sausage, or I did, in one of the streets.
Yeah.
I said, can you make this? And she goes, yeah. So it must have been about 3 or 4 weeks after we got home. I keep nagging her. So next thing we know, we got the ingredients and we made it. And after we made it, friends tried it and, oh, yep, but can you make something else? So we ended up making a few more products. And then I was like, yep, I want more of that sausage. And as it sort of snowballed, next thing we know, we're at the farmers markets, we're selling it. And the business literally grew from that. And no regrets, I love it.
I start from the red curry paste. This one just the base curry paste. It's made from garlic, shallot, galangal, lemongrass, kaffir lime leaf, kaffir lime skin, some shrimp paste. Yes, and a little bit salt, dry chili, the big one and small one. Yes, and another is spring onion, coriander, sliced very thin, kaffir lime leaf. This one we need more lemongrass, more fresh turmeric. The person who make this sausage, they call this sausage healthy sausage because of lots of herb and still have more spices. You can add more coriander seed and cumin seed as well. Yes, and the seasoning we have oyster sauce, soy sauce, and fish sauce. The last one is sugar. That's it. You just use the young one, the soft one.
So this is probably one of the hardest things because me coming back from the butchery, I'm used to putting everything in machines and getting it to chop. You know, it's the Western way, quick and easy.
First time he tried to recommend me, use the blender, use the mincer. I said, no, cannot.
Yeah,
you need to feel that it's hard.
I couldn't understand, why don't you just try this with a machine?
And this one throw away. If you not throw away, you can use to boil for lemongrass juice. Boil it and put some sugar, become a juice.
So yeah, there was a lot of things I had to sort of learn different between Thai butchery and Western butchery. And there's that, she's got more patient than us. They chop everything fresh. The ingredients, but we also rely on a lot of freeze-dry or dried products. When she chops that kaffir lime really fine, I couldn't get my head around that. I mean, I've worked in hotels, and in hotels, yes, we would chop it really fine by hand because we're only making a kilo. When we're sort of looking at 15, 20 kilos at a time, and you're sort of chopping it by hand, it took a bit of getting used to, but then, you know what, it works. So don't change it. And
I will show you again about how to slice kaffir lime leaf to very fine. You need to make sure make it very fine because when you put in mix with the pork to make a sausage, when you eat not eat like wood, is it?
Yeah, it's
not hard.
Because it's not
quite hard.
Yeah. So you want to be able to chew it.
Yeah.
Cool, it's the one time I get to stand here and do nothing. In the kitchen, I love it.
I'm a new generation. I use the mixer.
Blender.
Blender.
Yeah.
Sorry, my English.
So this is probably the one bit of equipment I got my way with, getting it to use.
For turmeric, you just cut it smaller,
Put it through the blender, yeah.
put in the blender again. Yeah. And for the coriander, we use the leaf stem, this stem. The leaves we cut and put at the end when we already mince. And all the root, we will mix with turmeric.
So with using the roots and stuff like that, it adds a lot more flavour, and it's also cutting down on the waste.
Yeah, the root quite strong flavors. Yeah. I will mix together with soy sauce, oyster sauce, and fish sauce.
One of the things I've noticed in Thai cooking, which you might tell me off now, but there's no wrong. You're making it to your taste. So if you want it sweeter, you make it sweeter. So every family, every person has their own preference. So make it suit what you like. Yeah, so in Western, we're always told that's how it's going to taste. And when we cook Western food, we're always very specifically how much it weighs. 2 teaspoons of that, 1 teaspoon of this. Where I've noticed with Thai food, it's very much freedom. Oh, it's her bossiness. I love it when my wife bosses me around all day. Yeah. No, we do. We work together quite well. We do some of the markets together.
This one from coriander seed, I blend myself because if you buy coriander powder, the taste is different. Yeah, this one more fresh. But the cumin, I use powder, not the main one.
Going back to that question you said about working together, it's one way of testing your marriage. I ain't gonna deny it. At first, yeah, we fight like cat and dog. We all have strong heads. I want to do it this way, she wants to do it that way. And like any good man, he knows when to shut up and let her rule. So at the end of the day, she runs this side of it. It's her job to worry about what she makes, and my job is just to help her with the books.
Yes, he's really helpful. So many things. Document, paperwork. Yeah, and also like an idea, like a marketing, you do about that. The sugar, when you see like that, look like a lot, right? But if you compare about the meat, 5 kilo and all ingredients, just really little. Kaffir lime leaf, spices, red chili paste.
So this is a really small batch now for us. So when we normally do about 3 times the size of this now.
2.
Yeah.
2.
We're absolutely amazed. Absolutely. I can't, like I said to you probably earlier, that I couldn't be more proud of my wife for the growth we've had. And it is just from the support of the local people in Christchurch. Sorry, please don't get me wrong, but I've lived around the world, and yeah, Christchurch does have that sort of nice bond where people help each other, and especially on the markets. When we started doing the markets, didn't matter what people were selling, they all wanted to help you. They all wanted to see you succeed in what you're doing and help promote your product.
Yeah, right.
And yeah, so that sort of blew us away. And
at the end, we put some coriander and spring onion.
Right. I'm scared of my wife. I'm scared to get meat on the floor.
This one you no need to mix too hard. Just mix.
Fold.
Fold
the meat.
Yeah, just fold the meat. Okay. We will show you about the sausage.
Sausage filler?
Yeah. Sausage filler. We start from this one just for like a half to 1 kilo, but I think less than 1 kilo. We start from this one. I talked to Joe like, we can't do this one because they're easy to move. They not stick on the floor. Search and get this one from somewhere. We use for like a 4 kilo one time. Yes, also good. We also do like a one time 10 kilo, 15 kilo. It's good for us, but also have problem when we have more to make sausage. Then also let Joe know about, we need to get new one like a bigger or stronger than this, something like that. Then we get this one.
But it's also a good reflection back on our business, because when we first started off, I'm not embarrassed that I was broke. We had no money.
Yep.
We was fortunate the family paid for us to go to Thailand to meet the family. When we came back, we was living in a little granny flat. I had loads of surgery for injuries and everything else, and so we had no money. And so literally, I think that thing cost us $20, and that was a lot of money to us then. And we started with that. And as we grew, we knew we had to get something bigger.
Yes.
It was about what we could afford at the time. So yep, we got this one. This is all we could afford. And it was literally, that was our profit gone for that month, for that week. Our profit was gone. We bought the machine, and as for the last 2.5 years, we've grown. And we're slowly seeing the rewards. We suddenly can afford to get a bigger machine. We're about growing a small business, not putting ourselves into debt, trying to survive, and also not being greedy at the same time. So our food's about people to be able to afford it. People have mentioned to us before, oh, you're too cheap. But no. Yeah. If family comes and they can all afford to eat,
enough profit.
We're happy.
Yeah, happy.
Right.
Yes. Blow on the floor.
So, right, I'll wait till she's ready. Load it up.
I need to put in and need to place. Reduce the air. Place the air out.
Push
the air out.
Yep. Well, this is the fun part.
I move.
All right. We don't use synthetic. We use natural. I can actually show you a synthetic one. A synthetic casing. It's made from like a gelatine. We won't use these because once again we're about it being traditional. Traditional is hog case. And have your casings in water. It just helps it slide on. Right. And it's quite funny because I was in the butchery for 15 years, always used electric fillers. Start my own business, I have to get a hand one. You don't want to go too fast with the machine. Number one is she won't be able to control the thickness.
Stop. And I can control him.
Yeah. The other thing is it actually.
And just now I just
remove the air.
Remove the air.
So traditionally, what you do now is you leave that in the fridge for 1 day, just to give it time to sort of marinate with the flavours to get through into the meat.
Yep.
And then pack it, put it in the freezer.
Yep. And then we pack like that. Now we're gonna grill Thai pork sausage, and normally you can put in the oven as well.
So it's one of those products that you can, bake it in the oven, stick it on the barbecue.
Yep, and I put a low heat.
All right, close the lid on that. Give that how long?
About 3-5 minutes, and then see how, and turn it.
That's terrible. I've totally forgotten how to cook food.
So you say?
I've forgotten how to cook food. I don't do it anymore. With the COVID, everything going on, we realised that we can't do the markets. How are we going to make money? How are we going to pay a wage? So we decided, right, let's go and get a website. I've got a friend who does websites, local in Christchurch. I said, can you help me out here? We need to get a website. We need to get it up really quick. We got it up. Within the first day, we put the advert, we put it on Facebook, now come check our website out. We're just getting deliveries. We ended up doing 10, 15 deliveries every single day. It was really getting hard to keep up with the demand, wasn't it? It was like, I don't know how we're going to cope with this now. This is a whole new thing. We were not expecting it. We were living in a tiny little house. Luckily, we could get the things like the vacuum bags from the supplier. We got a machine from someone from another supplier. Was lucky enough to get hold of that equipment. But yeah, we weren't prepared for suddenly for this growth in the business. A friend of mine said, you need to enter this competition in New Zealand. They have this sausage competition. You need to enter. I was like, no, I can't.
That time I was not actually.
Yeah, no, we're not going to. We're not a butcher shop. We're, pack and save. All these big boys go for it. Yeah. He said, no, you must enter. I was like, okay, right, let's bite the bullet. I'll do it. So I contacted them. They said, well, do you have a butcher shop? I went, no, but we have a website. Oh, that's fine. You can enter. I was like, all right, let's enter. And we weren't expecting nothing. And then next thing we get this phone call saying, you've won something. I was like, hey. We won something? Yeah, right. Yeah, and we won silver for international sausage. And I was like, we just sort of laughed to each other about it because we were thinking like, we're making it in our own little kitchen. you know. So anything is possible. Guys, you're watching this video, please come and join us this new year, the 1st and 2nd of January at Spencer Park. Partly come support us and try our food, and the other thing is to support the guy who organises this market. He's done it for 50 years, this is the 50th year of doing this market. It's a non-profitable market. We have about 12,000 people coming through, and I'd really like to see more people there, just to not support me, to support him.
Okay, after we grill the Thai pork sausage, we come and try.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's do tasting. Thai people, they love to eat with sticky rice and some fresh vegetable, cabbage, fresh cabbage, some iceberg, cucumber, or fresh vegetable. Sometimes like I eat with fresh coriander, also can eat.
It's the texture, makes it different. From like when I've eaten my normal Western sausage, where pork sausages or whatever, boerewors, this you can taste the flavours. You can almost taste the love in it. It's got the kaffir lime. Everything is very distinctive.
If you want to know like more Thai food or variety food, you can subscribe StoryBites. Yeah.
Not just for Thai food, for anything.
Yeah.
Really, anything
any
to
food.
do with food.
Yes.
Please support these guys.
Thanks, guys. Cool. Yeah.